Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany, aka OhcluckGames, and I'm back with another speed build video, the Sims 4 speed build video. This is specifically the Ohcluck Vet. So for my Self-Sim series, I don't think I've posted a newer episode of that yet, ever since we got the new expansion pack. But I wanted my sim to own a vet, and in particular, I modeled this after the vet that we actually go to in real life. So it was really, really tricky to get this to work, considering both the facts, like one, the building itself is shaped weird on the inside in my real life vet, and two, like there's big office spaces like with desks and everything and file cabinets. And we didn't really get that much vet office supplies. I guess I could have used some of the hospital stuff and stuff, but I kind of wanted to just keep it, vet. Anyway, they have 3 exam rooms actually in my vet, but you can have up to 4 vets working at your clinic in the sim, so I wanted to fit in 4 rooms. Well, actually it's only 3, but if you include yourself, it's 4. So I wanted to, it was difficult getting this accurate. So my vet in real life is like a square, it's a house. Like it's literally a house just remodeled into a vet inside. And it's literally like a square. Like it's a rectangle. Like it's funny. In this house, this vet ended up being like this weird shape. So I actually had to somewhere, like halfway through, I was originally doing this by memory, but then halfway through I had to look up a picture of it. Like I Google imaged it, and like I was looking at it and I was like, wow, this does not look anything like it. But on the inside it looks so much like it. I even showed one of the screenshots I showed my sister, and she's like, oh my gosh, that is our vet, like no joke. So this is the basic outline of it. There's a bathroom at the end of the hallway there I was trying to fix up. I realized I made it just way too big. I mean, there's literally a toilet and a sink in it, so I didn't need to get too fancy. And my vet in the back, like the backyard, there isn't like a fenced in area like I end up adding, or a porch. There's just like a side door that the workers enter in and out through. So anyway, there is a nice little porch and everything. I wanted to add a nice little dog door, but I wasn't feeling it. Like, it wasn't realistic. And here I go again with the roof. So my vet does have a bay window in it, in the waiting room. And, I mean, it's not like a seating bay window, but it's there. And so I wanted to get as close to that as possible. But then, spoiler alert, I ended up scrapping that, and I put in those windows that are kind of like pre-made bay windows, but they're not bay windows. You know what I mean? You'll see in a little while. Because I struggled with this roof for so long. The past 2 builds, 3 including this one, I've just struggled so much with the bay window roof. It's just so bad. I'm kind of just waiting for the moment for me to just stop. like what am I doing? But anyway, these roofs, like I miss my auto roof tool, but I get it. It's fine. The more I practice with it, the better I'll be. So I apologize for spending all of this time on the roof. Like I've unnecessarily spent all this, like it's just ridiculous, and I apologize. But anyway, I really, like I was saying, I really think it looks exactly like it on the inside. And actually, when I get rid of the bay window, I think it looks a lot more like my vet. With the windows, with the bay windows. So you'll see in a moment when I get that all set up. Let's see, do I do that anytime soon? Because I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you know what I'm even talking about. Anyway, these were just making it look too much like an actual house, so I think I went with the concrete roof. Yes, I think it just looks so good. And those were the windows I was going for. Right there. So that's, my vet actually only has one of them, but they're on both sides, so I don't know where the other one goes. Like, it's weird. So we only see one from the waiting room, so I basically remodeled the waiting room to be bigger than it actually is, and less weird shaped, but, it'll be fine. So I was trying to find something that matched this brick that you see here, the preset brick. I don't like when they do that because you can never find the matching color to it. You just can't. It's impossible. I've tried. Well, it might not be impossible all the time, but also the hedges, those were a nightmare. So I went my hostas, my good old hostas. By the way, my vet does not have any shrubbery outside. I think they have hedges. They have like 2 hedges on either side where the dogs go to the bathroom. There's like little grass patches. Like there is hardly any grass. It's mostly all like just gravel parking lot around and a sidewalk. And then there's teeny little, like where those hostas are, that's all the grass there is. And I just decided to spruce it up a little bit. So here is where I am going to start adding in the doors. And it's very, very dark. Like I love my vet. I think my vet particularly is just such an outstanding vet. He's very knowledgeable and he knows what he's doing, and he has a decent cost. It doesn't like rip your pockets to shreds and your bank account just cries itself to sleep at night. But the building itself, it just gives me anxiety like you wouldn't believe. I think just because it's so dark and it's so closed in, there's hardly any windows. The only window you see is the one in the waiting room, and that's the only one you will ever see. But there's literally only 2 windows in the waiting room, one behind the receptionist's desk and then that big window, and that is it. And it's just, I don't know, when you go into the actual rooms, it's just so, I guess I'm kind of a claustrophobic person. Like I can't be in small spaces for a long period of time, at least like without airflow or without a window or something. And this was just like, it just like giving me like flashbacks. I am just not, I'm not having it right now. So I did make it as dark as I could. And then I was like, you know what? I want to make this lighter. But I feel like this one that I chose kind of really fits the place. Instead of being white, it's more like a yellow, like an off-white. So it's less bright. And I wanted to put a sign out front so it makes it look a little bit more like a vet. They don't have one, but you know. So this is where I worked on. This is my favorite part of what I did. I think this looks the most accurate. So the exam rooms. I actually have a chair on the opposite side of the room. It's always in front of the exam table, but there wasn't enough room, so I put it on the opposite. But they literally have this is exactly, I can't express to you how identical this is right now. Even the flooring and the walls and the poster placement down to a T. I'm always reading these posters. There's one on the wall with the door, and there's one right across from the exam. And then there's a calendar above the sink, and it's so accurate. And then they have the treat jars and the vet supplies. It's just crazy how accurate it is. And the coloring. Like I kind of wish I had a picture of the inside to express like how, like I would have done a side-by-side comparison just for you. So I decided to build this separate surgery room because in this back area that I built is it's what I call the nightmare room, because every time one of my pets goes back there, I get bad news. It's where the x-ray machines are. It's where a lot of the testing is done. The lab work and all that stuff is done back there. So I put the x-ray machine over here. Like I made a little separate room for it because I remember when my dog Crystal had to go back there for an x-ray. And we found out that she did not have much time to live. It was the saddest thing ever, and I'll be forever scarred. But I built that, and then we have another bathroom there. I don't know. I guess I don't know for sure if they have a bathroom back there, but I just built one anyway. And then here is kind of the area. They have a lot of computer. Well, I guess they have one computer. I don't think I added in a computer, but then they have like a lunch area, and they have more testing area and countertops where they fill the little prescriptions and all that stuff. I've been back there way too much. I've been to the vet way too much in my lifetime. Like, they don't have a fish tank in the waiting room. Spoiler alert. But, you know, I really wanted to make this I wanted to model this after my vet, but I wanted to make it brighter and happier and less miserable. Like, I feel so bad saying that, but the office is just miserable. Like, I hate being there. But it could have to do with the fact that I'm always there when my animals are sick, so it's kind of just like a, you know, miserable trip. So I wanted to put some little decals on the exam room doors. They don't have those in my vet, but I mean, I thought it added a little bit of color, and I ended up changing them anyway because I didn't like the design ultimately. I like the design, I just didn't feel it fit. But I'm like so taken, like I'm so shocked at myself for making these exam rooms look just like the exam rooms at the vet place. It's insane. So I decided to, now at this point, since I had the basis here, I decided to kind of like make it fun and happy, and like something I was thinking like, oh, I'm going to be playing this as my self-sim. I'm going to bring my animals to work. I want this to be a place that's super good for them. So I ended up, I also put the scratches on the walls. I thought that was just such a fun touch because literally always scratches everywhere. But I wanted to add in some like cat stuff and some dog stuff, meaning like toys and cat trees and fun stuff like that. So I did get to that. I haven't added in the break room either. The break room isn't its own separate room. I just kind of threw a fridge in there and a sink and a microwave and a little table. So I think I was struggling because I didn't think I had enough counter space, because they do have massive counter space there. But I was picking a fridge. And I don't know. I wanted to keep it the like horrible color scheme. the doll, like I made this so much brighter than it actually is, but generally, yeah. And like just imagine it with less lighting as well. Like I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back, because I actually have to go there in a couple days because my cat is not feeling too well. So that's going to be fun. And I wanted to throw some shrubbery around this because I thought it looked a little plain by itself. So I really liked adding, I think having these signs and putting a bunch of shrubbery around this like this is really good. Like I think it looks really good. And I put some rocks in as well. So cool. I really love it. And then I think I put a tree in as well. I don't know if I did that now or like towards the end, but it looks really good. I'm really overall happy with this vet. Like crazy happy. Yeah, I think, I did that too. That looks good. Anyway, I put in a backyard as well. We'll get to that. Should be any time now. Oh, I added in the hedges. There's the tree. So I'm adding in a little bit of treeness, nature. And I thought I put it in the backyard by now, but I was downsizing some of the trees so they didn't look too crazy. And okay, here's where I put it in the backyard. I wanted a nice little area for my pets, my self-sim pets to play in and have a good time, and like for the employees to enter. I mean, they're probably going to enter through the front door anyway, but I mean, this would be a nice little place for them to hang out if they want to bring their dogs to work, whatever. Thought it was really cool. And then I threw some toys around the yard. I think it looks really sweet. Really cool. And then I added in one more tree. Oh, I gotta put the cat scratching post out there. And then I added, gotta get the cat tree in there. I forgot about that. I think I made it a smaller one because I didn't like, I didn't like the color of the other one. And then I threw in some dog bowls and a bed as well. So I think I got all the basics there, except for a table. I did forget to add in the table for the kitchen, like the break room area. And of course we have those classic chairs. I think we got those with Get to Work. They're the best. Was it? Oh no, maybe it was City Living. I'm looking at the icon. I can't really tell from here. This is the last tree that I put in. Nope, not that one. The one in the front here. That's the last tree I put in. And I don't know, is that the last thing that I do? I think it might be. We might be going into the screenshots very shortly here. But I just love this place. I think it looks so good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I might just be like full of myself, but I think it looks really good. I like the little cat and dog sign on the front. I think it looks very welcoming. It looks really cute. So I think it does overall resemble my vet very well, especially the exam rooms. Can't say that enough. So this is the waiting room. Again, so different from my waiting room. There's like a reception desk and area and everything. But of course we don't need that because we have those kiosks. And then here's a shot of the hallway. It's exactly how it is. Exactly. This is just giving me flashbacks and going to the vet. And then here's just a shot of the bathroom. Like, hey, got the classic bathroom stuff. I forgot we had that sink. It went really well. But this is the screenshot. I think I do one of each room, but this is the screenshot I was showing my sister, and she's like, oh my gosh. They even have that cat breeds poster. Like, they have one for dogs, one for cats, and then they have, it's just crazy. It's crazy. This is like exactly, it's just crazy. So we're on the third room right now. We'll be going on to the last one here shortly. Yes, this is the last one. I think it's just crazy how much alike it looks. And then here's just one long shot of the back room. I haven't been in this room too much, but you can always see it through the doors when they go in and out, and I kind of get a glimpse every time. And I've been back there to look at x-rays and stuff, so I kind of get a general idea. And then this is the surgery x-ray station area that I made here. And it's a good place. I like the little posters on the wall. And then here's the kind of like the employee bathroom. Same thing. And then the backyard. I love the little backyard area. I think this all looks really good. Like, I would like to live here. I mean, I could put like a tent in the backyard, and technically my sim could live here. There's another shot of the backyard. I love the birch tree. I think it looks really good. And then here's the sign. This is a really good shot. I love it. I think it looks so good. I love the way I did with the shrubbery around the sign. I think that just made it look perfect. So here's just an overall shot of everything. This is the whole lot. It's kind of like not a good shot, but I wanted to get the sign and the building in one shot. I love the way the clouds look also. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And let me know in the comments down below what you think of this vet. Also, don't forget to download it on the gallery at the hashtag ohcluck or hashtag OhcluckGames. It can be found if you are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!